Agriculture plays a major role in EU politics and is also still a very large, the largest part of the EU budget. Has come down, of course, as the EU has switched to direct support to farmers and is interfering less and less in agricultural trade and has reduced agricultural trade barriers. Not surprisingly, agriculture also plays a major role in the EU's relation with the countries of the southern and eastern Mediterranean for essentially two reasons. First, the EU countries in the north are interested in exporting agricultural goods, cereals, dairy products and meat products to the same countries which are the largest food net importer of the world. On the other hand, some of these same countries are competitors to southern European countries like Spain, like Portugal, like Italy, like Greece in the fields of fruit and vegetables. Our interviews with stakeholders in the EU and in some countries, most notably in Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt and Lebanon, but also the EU, showed essentially two things. The EU needs to do more to make its agenda known to local stakeholders in the EU and in some countries. This agenda goes beyond agricultural development and includes rural development in programs such as ENPART, the European Neighbourhood Programme for Agriculture and Rural Development, which deserves a much more prominent role in the outreach activities that relate to the same countries. The European stakeholders are very much concerned and preoccupied with trade issues and unfair competition and non-tariff issues in trade such as phytosanitary standards, while on the other hand the stakeholders in some countries wish to see a more prominent role of the EU in project implementation. Often the EU cooperates directly with governments and is not as visible in the programs themselves, and also they wish a more prominent role of issues such as gender, interests of stakeholder farmers, but also local food security issues. So there is a need for the EU to refrain from overtly securitized and technocratic approaches to take southern stakeholders on board, but also to make these programs such as ENPART known among European stakeholders and enlist their support in outreach activities, for example, training programs in the same countries.